there's a huge array of roles you can do in sales, and some roles you wouldn't even necessarily think of as a sales role, like an account manager, strictly speaking, it's a sales role. And you might not even have any outbound targets. You might just have a massive account, and we all know one guy who works for a massive global corporation, and he's an account manager, and his only job is to retain that account and grow that account. So I traditionally wouldn't have thought of that as a sales role, but that's still sales. So that's sort of one end of the spectrum in terms of it's very much we'd call it a farming role. So you're literally just looking after your one client. Not much outbound work at all. Definitely no cold calling or cold emailing. And then right at the other end of the spectrum, you've got something like a BDR and SDR, which is a business development rep or a sales development rep. That's almost like an entry level role. Where you are on the phones often, you're doing lots of cold emailing, maybe connecting with people on LinkedIn, you're trying to open that initial conversation. So two different ends of the spectrum, and then in between you've got all different levels of progression, and things like account executives. We've all done that. Account managers. Then you go up to sort of VP of sales, director of sales. So there's all sorts of different career paths. It's not like you sort of start at one role and then work your way up. It's very normal if you weren't coming from the military, it'd be very normal to go into a BDR and SDR role, which is sort of an entry level sales role, and then work your way up maybe to account executive and eventually maybe to VP of sales, director of sales.